My sister and Janetta, they were friends from the moment they met when we moved in the neighborhood. And like I said, you should go there, Mr. and Mrs. AlHatchett's house, Curtin's favorite there. And then they had things too there. They might have fundraisers, especially the senior year, when back there where they lived on the water. And they were, this particular Saturday, they was crabbing and all. But the bottom line was he was our family, part of our family, because they were family from the relationship with my sister. And seeing him grow up, and for those years, my brother and I carried this baby to the house. So to see this whole thing when it happened, and then at that point, from the time I graduated from high school, I stopped going to the games, you know. And that year, after they got into the playoffs, so I never went to a game over the course of the year. And I didn't go to the Hampton game, okay? I didn't go to the first Carolina game. But I went to the Dinwiddie game, and then I was up there at Danville. And to see them do what they did, it was inspiring for us. And like I said, it brought a lot of people together. And again, to see Steve to do what he did when he originally put this documentary together is powerful. And for me, and I tell people all the time, when you've been in the community and you see the people that you touch, and like I said, when Mike and I started coaching from the football standpoint, we were just 19 years old, and they were 12, and been out of Lake Kelly probably 1 year, but we still love playing football. But it's the closest thing for us to do was to get back in and start coaching. And then once that point, doing start coaching, we realized it was bigger than just a game. A lot of the kids that we had on our team from the neighborhood, they were single family homes. And then we became at 19 years old, not knowing it, okay, they were looking up to us. And it pretty much put me on my side in the community where they got from that into football, education, entrepreneurship, public speaking, and all these things now when you see, and when Steve having events, his gospel shows or whatever, I'm going to support, you know, because he showed me the love. We was on the phone talking the other day about this, and pretty much tears came in both eyes, and I had it on speakerphone. My wife was hearing. I said, "See that? Okay." He said what he said. That even though we were 19 years old, Mike and I, we were like fathers to them. Okay, big brothers probably, but like fathers for what we brought to the table. And then when you see them blossom and do what they're doing, okay, when it's all said and done, I tell people all the time, you don't have to tell nobody what you do. Your work speaks for itself. Yes. Your legacy speaks for itself. And just going back to Al, just remembering him as this nice, quiet guy. He didn't make a lot of noise coming up, big guy. And like I say, when you start playing football and when this thing happened right here, it brought the community together. It brought the whole area together. And then years later, and what Steve is doing now, I know it's going to go into something special. And that old saying, just be patient about what you're doing and how you do it. But I mean, the whole work has already been done, and you're just getting better. And like I like what he said, and he talked before about when he was looking to pay people to put his documentary together, and then he ended up learning how to do it himself. Okay, and it might have depended on that person, but that was saying once you learn how to do it yourself, guess what? The sky is the limit. And I just want to share that, and I commend you. I'm proud of you. You make me feel like, guess what? When I was just a young man, not knowing what I was doing, I just had some thoughts. Most important of all, Mike Easton had a plan that, hey man, we're going to go out there. We're not playing football anymore. Mike went away to Delaware State for 1 year, okay? But he always worked, because he was from a single family home. But even though his dad was in his life, okay, I got to give him credit for that. He always worked when he was in high school, and you had a few of the guys that, and like I said, we might have worked up to football season, okay? But him guys like that, there was few of them that they worked during the course of going to school and whatever sports that they were playing in, all right? And that was to help his mom out and her situation all, and that was just a powerful thing. You look back at that day of what we did and what we brought to the table, it lives on. And he's a product of it. And I appreciate you. Love you, man. And
Love
just
you,
keep doing what you're doing. It's going to get better. And he's ready to do a documentary on me.
Oh, really?
And I got a story to tell.
That's right.
And I just want to share that.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, good evening.
Steve, I just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. AlHatchett, that was my first cousin. Okay?
I know that.
Yes, so AlHatchett is our first cousin. Yes, he was a gentle giant.
That's right.
On the day that happened, I was a 17-year-old myself, and that was a devastating moment in our lives. The Hatchetts, all of them are gone on as well, but Miss Hatchett, Albani's mother, is my mother's sister,
Wow.
and she's 90 years old now.
Oh, wow.
And so that's a blessing in disguise. It's a healing process for all of us at this time, but I do want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts
Thank
that
you.
have continued his legacy, which is, like you say, it's going to pour over to, like you say, God works in mysterious ways.
Yes.
You never know the impact people have on other people's lives. We were brought up in a way to treat people like we wish to be treated,
Yeah.
and you know, you will reap the rewards. And now we're at a place in our lives, and thank you again. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank
God
you, sis.
continue to give you the strength, the understanding, and the patience to do what you want to do, and to carry on this legacy. And thank you again.
Oh,
He gonna put you out like that.
don't start singing, Mama. Don't start singing, okay? I'm in church, right? We in church with him, right? So look, I'm in the lobby, y'all, right? And then, cause they passing the mic around, and I heard my mama singing, and she said she didn't sing, right? She singing, and she walking up to me. I said, hold on, I said, Mom.
I just get so excited.
I could. That was the funniest thing I ever seen in my life, sis. My mama's, she taking over the church with it.
But I'm gonna be real quiet this time.
No, you good, Mom. I'm just messing. I'm just messing. Love you, Mom.
I just want to let y'all know that I really, my son, I really appreciate him. He's a good young man, and I'm just so proud of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I pray and look the Lord that it's gonna go further than this what he's doing. And I know Hatchett is having a time. So Steve is having a time here. He's
My
with
friend.
him at all times. We talk about him all the time. And Coach, he was teaching my son and brought him up, and he just values him. He really did. So I'm just so proud of him and proud of him taking care of him and doing for him.
Love you, Mom.
So son, I love you.
Love you too, Mom. You already know.
And Lord knows everything. He can take care of everything.
Already.
So
I
it's
receive
in
that.
his hand.
That's right.
All right.
Love you, Mama.
I love you more, baby.
Yes, my name is Yolanda Stoner, and we go back to high school. We are that class between 80 and 83. We are the class of 83 of Lake Taylor High School.
That's right.
Not LTH. I don't know where they came up
No.
with that. We are Lake
I'll be putting
Taylor
on
High
the sometime. Forgive me.
School.
I'll say forgive me. I'll be putting up there sometime because of the
but
school.
we gotta let them know. We gotta keep
Yes.
we gotta keep that S on there.
I got you
Because
covered.
Yeah,
We'll
gotta-
do moving
because
forward.
That's what we were.
That's right.
So
I received that.
And I want to say that, like I said before, AlHatchett was a friend.
Yes.
My grandmother took care of him. You know, and she used to babysit him when he was
I
a
know
little
you're
boy.
telling me.
And also at Lake Taylor, I was one of the ones that had an elevator key because I was pregnant at Lake Taylor, and I had my son in 1981. And Al used to sneak on the elevator with me. They gave me a key. You weren't supposed to let people on there but the teachers. But they didn't care. They just, you know, he came up and went. He would come around that corner. I got to get to the 4th floor. We got to go to science class. He knew where I was going. I think he used to just hang out just to get there. But that particular day, when that tragedy did happen, I was at VOTEC. And we got the word after we were leaving that it had happened, and I know for a fact that, you know, it was detrimental to not just him, Tony Grady, and all of Lake Taylor. Coach Morrow, because Coach Morrow didn't care who sat in his car. He would park it on the grass so everybody could sit in there and, you know, just have fun because he loved the students. And Lake Taylor was the bomb. That was the place. That was the place to be every day. Anytime somebody would go and they, you know, had any problems, we had support.
Yes.
And like again in your documentary, it showed about the pep rallies. They were awesome, and I think that is what brought us all together. And I'm glad you're doing this documentary because that was a friend.
Yes.
That was your teammate. That's family. Lake Taylor High School, we were a family.
Yes.
And back then, it wasn't a whole lot of trouble going on. You didn't have the things that they have today. So it was love there. You can have your arguments, next thing, get on somebody else's bus, you have your little tiff and get back on your bus and go home.
That's right.
And that was it. The next day we were friends. We were still eating lunch together.
That's right.
We had fun. We didn't have guns and shootings and things like that. So we want to bring and show that love back, and I'm glad you're doing that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, sis.
This is my brother Steve right here, and I'm excited to be here to support him. And this is the true meaning of keeping your brother's keeper's legacy alive. This is amazing what he is doing. I got my son here with me supporting. He's a football player himself. He knows about your teammates are like your brothers. Me and Steve, just good company, man. He's doing something great right here. And I know it's going to be bigger than what it is. It's a true testimony of a miracle. It really is. I'm excited to be able to support him on his first of many to come.